Hey everybody, this is Larry. This is me doing day 8 of the Leetcode Daily Challenge. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, join my Discord, let me know what you think about today's poem. I feel like we had a binary search week not that long ago, but here we are again. We're looking at search in rotated sorted array. Mm, so we have to find a number. Okay, okay, that's fine. I, I think I'm trying to think whether we can do it in one uh, 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 in what I was going to say is that I wonder if I could do it in one pass, or is it do we have to find a pivot, and then and then use that pivot to binary search again. But it seems like we can do it in one place. I think the idea is just instead of thinking about numbers, which you may be inclined to do just because from years of practice and experience and all this stuff, maybe the alternate way of thinking about it is just thinking about segments and or segment isn't the right word, but maybe the search space, right? So basically, it's just that I think the numbers have to be distinct, unique for this to work. Otherwise, you just all have the same numbers and then you never figure out. But then it's just asking yourself, okay, is the number between in the left half or the right half? That's basically all you have to try to figure to do. And with that, you can kind of figure out the logic from, working it through. Right? For example, you have this number or this array. You're trying to find zero. Well, let's say your middle is going to be this 7, and then you ask yourself, okay, the first number is 4. Is the 0 going to be between 4 and 7? The answer is no. So then you're going to know it's going to be on the right side, regardless of, how to think about it, right? And then maybe the another search would be like 1 and 4. But like it's 0 between 1 and 4. The answer is yes. Then it's going to be on the left side, even though you may have to do some math to kind of, I don't know that you have to make an additional assumption or something like this where, it loops around, I guess is what I was going to say, right? But yeah, but from that, it should be good enough for you to figure it out. So yeah, so let's get started. So here, and I've been saying this all week, and by all week, I mean all of yesterday, because I think, or maybe the day before, I don't even remember anymore. Those are just like, um, yeah, I usually have inclusive bounds, and we're going to go from 0 to n minus 1 inclusive in this case, right? So here, again, we want to define the function perhaps as finding, and there's variations of this you can write. It doesn't really matter as long as you're consistent and self-consistent throughout the code, right? Finding the smallest number that is equal to or greater than target, right? So yeah, we just try to get mid, and then now we can just do if good of mid, right? And good of mid in this case will have whether the target number is between and you could define it in a number of ways, and I just want to be a little bit precise here is that you want to return true if a sub 0 or num sub 0, or if x is between num sub 0 and num sub x, right, for an index. So okay, so we can figure that out and then use that to and because all the numbers are unique, I think we should be good on the edge cases. That's what I'm trying to think about, right? So then now we just return num sub 0, and of course this doesn't work for as a wraparound, so we have to kind of do something like and maybe you could be just lazy and be like, yeah, maybe you could do this. I don't know, I'm trying to think it through a bit. Oh, why X? I meant target. That's terrible, man. Right, something like this. And if this is inside, that means that It's a little bit awkward, to be frank, to kind of make sure that we're here, right? Because I think the way that we're doing is kind of, it's not quite this. This isn't quite what we want necessarily, but so maybe another way. I think the thing that we're trying to actually do, because these things have to be, like I said, number one is self-consistent, but also makes sense in the scheme of this is maybe return the smallest index in which num sub index is or in which target is between num sub 0 and num sub index. I think that maybe is more precise, and it's easy to be sloppy for sure. So yeah, so then now if this chunk is good and we're always checking against the left chunk, that means that the number is in between there, and if the number is in between there, that means the answer is in between there. So then right is equal to mid, else left is equal to mid plus 1, right? And then at the very end, as I always say, if you have inclusive bound, it makes this easy because left is equal to right. You can even assert it if you like. And if left is equal to right, then you don't have to worry about what it is. So then you go, okay. So yeah. Yeah, so then now we can just return num sub left is equal to target. Well, I guess that's not what we can return. Actually, if this is true, then we return left, otherwise we return -1. Something like that, right? Did I mess up? I probably messed up. So, it's very easy to mess up, as you can see. But yeah, so between 7 and 4, this should return false, right? So then now it's here, right? So then now it goes between 1 and 4, should be true. Why is it? It should never be -1. So let's see, at least if done correctly. I think it's 6, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, maybe I'm just off by 1. Why is that returning to 6 though? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, this is on 2 even. So I'm doing something wrong. Alright, let's no, so there are ways to debug. So yeah. How did I write for loops again? I've been doing C++ earlier today, so I have to tune my head a little bit. That's why I'm a little bit confused. There you go. That's what I mean to do. So okay. So so something is a little bit off here because I expect it's false, true, true, right? So 0 is between 0 and 4. 0 is not between 1. Oh, I did make a mistake then. Okay, I think I just made the wrong assumption here that this could be true, but I think I do have to, yeah. If this is true, then we can just return true directly. Otherwise, it wraps around, and you have to kind of figure out, yeah. Otherwise, how do I represent this, right? If num sub x is it's less than num sub 0, that means that the period is in the middle. So then now we have to return whether target is greater than greater than num sub 0, or target is smaller than num sub x, right? Otherwise we just return false because that just means that this is just not true. Okay, there we go. I think I was a little bit, I thought that I could think about it that way, but clearly I was just wrong, right? Because I was looking at the 0 to 4 case, but I was thinking about 1 to 4 case, but I think in my mind I just was wrong in jumping a step somewhere. Anyway, yeah, so this looks good. Get rid of your for loop so it doesn't take all of n, and let's give it a quick summary and hopefully I don't have any similar mistakes. And there you go, 1225. Like I said, yeah, maybe in a wrap around kind of way. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I mean the complexity is going to be O of log n, as you know. This is O of 1. Everything here is, this is log n operations, and that's pretty much it. That's all I have for this one. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you have any questions. Apparently, we've done this 4 times already, so yeah. Stay good, stay healthy, to good mental health. I'll see y'all later and take care. Bye bye.